basketball from us. But, to Miami's credit, they have a very hard time guarding our team in the half court. So they're just going to, run at you and trap and play a style that's different than we've seen, or that you typically see in an effort to, knock us off rhythm. We didn't handle it very well. Aluma was good. I thought Mutz was very good. We got some big shots. Couture's shot.
Well, I mean, obviously Padula had 7 points and a steal in the last 2 minutes of the game, and Darius had the game-winning three-pointer. Can you just speak to the confidence you have maybe at this point of the season in Sean and Darius to make big shots like that?
They're helping us win. They're helping us win, and you're going to take some. Just every game, who gives you the best opportunity to win? Tonight it happened to be those two guys.
You've got a quad one win for the first time this season. How important is that to you guys for the resume? And you've clinched a bye in the ACC tournament, which back in January might have been looking like you were ticketed for that opening somber day, but now you're not.
I'm not gonna get into all that stuff. We got Louisville on Tuesday. As I've told you about 9 times now, we dug ourselves a bit of a hole in January. We've won whatever it is now, 8 of 10, 9. I don't know. Let's play well on Tuesday against Louisville. We still got work to do, I guess. Let's win tomorrow. We got to practice tomorrow in preparation for Louisville. You guys can get into all that quad 1 and quad 2 and all that. I'm not going to do it. If we keep winning, I would think that would bode well for the Hokies. And I don't talk about it with our team. I just said that's a really good win for a number of reasons. I'm sure they knew what I was talking about. But David, what do you got?
Mike, you had 17.8 seconds left when you take that last time out. Hunter deflects the inbounds pass, and Darius immediately attempts to step back over a 7-foot. Your reaction on the bench, what are you muttering under your breath as you see him elevate for that?
You know what? Not what you would think. I want him to shoot it more. I say something to him all the time. He says, Coach, I was defended. Stop shot faking and getting to 2. The guy, every time he shoots the ball, and we all, the thing's going in the basket, and he's shooting it at an incredible clip. That's a huge shot, Dave. I mean, that kid just rises up and bangs that thing home. I'm the head coach. I'm supposed to be thinking about time and score and this and that. It was a hustle play. We knocked something down. The thing squirts away, and there he is. Was I comfortable with Miami having 10 seconds? Because no, I wasn't. But we played these guys 6 times, Dave. Every time we play them, it is right down to the wire. It's a buzzer beater. It's something goofy. Glad the Hokies won today and didn't experience that punch in the gut like we did back in January.
You mentioned the 18 turnovers. Have you ever had a team shoot 81.5% on 2-pointers, which is exactly what you did today?
I didn't know that. I hadn't seen that yet. No.
22 for 27.
Dave, they're awesome. McGusty, Charlie, Wong, that first 5, that kid from George Mason has been a real pickup for them. We really like Wardenberg. They are dead last in our league in 2-point field goal percentage defense. They're dead last in our league in rebounding. Again, David, they've just got to throw the kitchen sink out of us. They can't let us, we want to play in a half court. They want to play in a full court. So they're going to muddy it up and run and trap and jump passing lanes, that sort of thing. But I was not aware of that shooting percentage. We thought Mutz was a great matchup on Miller. We thought Keve was a great match on Wardenberg. And, I thought we had good guard play with Hunter Maddox and others.
Chris, go ahead.
Coach, like you talked about, 18 turnovers, 15 of those were steals. But the team never gave up. Can you just talk about the leadership of this team?
Chris, I don't know. I'm not sure they know any better. We had some turnovers. It's like, what the hell are we doing? I mean, what in the world is going on here? Just sick to my stomach. But they believe and they really like one another. They enjoy playing with one another. They're always picking up one another's wagon when something tough occurs, and they hang in there. I mean, there's some dark moments. I didn't think that we could find our way back. We had some timely shots. Hunter hit a huge one. They're a lot of fun. It drives me crazy sometimes, but they're a lot of fun to coach and see them play.
And Mark touched on it a little bit, but earlier in the year, the rotation, Padula and Maddox weren't getting much time. You talked a little bit how it was defense. Two of the biggest plays in the game were both of them making defensive stops late.
Yeah, they've gotten better. They've gotten better. Okay, they're bringing great value. You got to bring great value. All right, you can't be a cone. Okay, you can't. This isn't Halloween. All right, you get your little uniform on and everybody plays. This isn't church league basketball. You got to help us win games. Darius Maddox is playing very, very good basketball. Padula is playing good basketball. I want him to play like a sophomore now. He's played a lot of minutes, still doing too many dumb things, but we're not where we are without him. And really admire him and what he brings to the table. He's tough. He's not afraid. And there's something to be said for that.
Thanks, Coach.
David Cunningham.
Mike, before the 7-minute mark in the second half, Miami was 11 of 19 from the floor in the second half. They only made 3 of their last 8 shots.
All right, what's your point, David?
What did you like about the way you guys back against the wall defended down the stretch?
Yeah, I just, next best action. You don't see any of this team getting their shoulders down and droopy. I mean, our team does have great respect for those 3 guards and Miller and Wardenberg. They do it against most everyone. They're just hard to match up with. And in transition, and McGusty just cut her heart out in game 1, just lining us up. And he had 2 of those late in the first half. But again, I go back to the camaraderie and the teamwork, togetherness of this team. They like playing with one another. They have great faith and trust in one another. Is that it, guys?
Good. Thank
All right,
you.
here's these 2 guys now.
First question for Sean or Darius. Bernie, go ahead.
Darius, congratulations. Take us through that game-winning shot there as Hunter gets a piece of it and the ball comes your way.
Basically, I knew we had a score. I didn't know the time, and we were desperate, so I just took the shot, and it was good.
Did it feel good when you left your hands? What are you thinking in that pressure moment there?
Oh, no question. We talked about it last game. I'm feeling really confident in the way I'm shooting and just staying aggressive. And every shot I take, I feel like it's good.
Guys, you were down 8 points with less than 2 minutes to go. What was it like in the locker room after that big comeback win there?
It was crazy. A lot of guys.
It was hype. It was hype.
Yeah, Coach Young was going crazy. So, yeah, it was good energy.
Sean, you had, I think in the last 2 minutes, you had 7 points and a big steal. What was kind of your mindset, down the stretch in those pivotal moments there? You took big shot after big shot.
Well, I just knew coming into the game that it was like a must win. So I knew that if I had an open shot, the worst thing to do is hesitate at all. So especially with the last 2 minutes. I didn't want to lose, and I knew I had to be as aggressive as possible. So if I had an open shot or an open opportunity, I just took it.
Obviously, in that pivotal time there, are these baskets and moments that, I mean, you guys have made that all year long, I guess, or there's something about, do you feel like you're more confident players at this time of year?
I definitely say I'm more confident now. I'm not saying I couldn't make that play earlier, but it's just whenever the confidence grows, it makes it a whole lot easier, especially in those last couple of minutes of the game. That's just for me.
Yeah, I would agree. And for me, it's mostly just being comfortable. Obviously, the more you get deeper into the season, you get comfortable in your role and what you can and can't do. So, yeah, I would just say comfort for me.
Given what happened in Blacksburg when Wardenburg puts up the shot at the buzzer, are you holding your breath, I guess, or what was kind of going through your mind there?
Yeah, every time we play Miami, something crazy happens. So you never know. So I didn't let up until he missed and the buzzer was out.
As soon as he released it, I was like, please, please, please don't go in. And then whenever I saw like the red buzzer go off around the back, where I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. It was like the biggest relief.
And Sean, you said you felt like it was a must win for you guys?
Yeah, I just knew that, especially going forward, this would be a huge momentum game. So I knew it was going to be a tough one coming in. So that's just how I was feeling.
Thank you.
David Till.
Darius, there was a play in the first half. I know you've become, quite adept at shooting threes, but you grabbed an offensive rebound off a Hunter miss, leaned into Miller, absorbed the contact, and scored. Is that an aspect of your game that maybe we haven't seen and don't appreciate, that ability to go in there and muck out a tough rebound and score on a stick back?
Honestly, I feel like it is so. I mean, obviously, I have a more slim frame, but I'm definitely not frail on a basketball court. My coaches and my teammates tend to mess with me at times, but I'm confident in everything I do when I'm on the floor, and I saw that opportunity to be aggressive and physical, and I took it.
And Sean, speaking of being aggressive and such, you also tend to shoot beyond the arc, but in the last couple of minutes, you were going downhill. Is something you noticed about Miami's defense, that they were just going to try to guard the arc, and you sensed an opening to go to the basket?
Yeah, for sure. The coaches told us that Miami was the worst 2-point field goal percentage defending team. So I knew it would be a lot of opportunities. And if there weren't, then there'd be a lot of like driving kicks. But in the last 2 minutes, and this is like just in every game, I feel like teams tend to get more spread out. So it was easy to get downhill, get to the rim.
David Cunningham.
Yeah, Darius, last time you guys played Miami after the game, you guys were 2-7 and last in the ACC. Since you guys have won 8 of 9, what does it say about the team, about the chemistry, about the resolve, just you guys being able to put together a winning streak? And, I know you guys were asked earlier about it, but last 2 minutes, you guys are down and you guys fought your way back in it and won the game. What does it say about this team?
It just says we have grit. We're not going to give up. Obviously, all of us want to make it a March Madness. All of us individually want to be as successful with basketball as possible. And I say for me and Sean and even David, just us trying to contribute as much as possible whenever we're out there definitely adds to it as well. And then coach just starting to trust us more and more. So, yeah.
Tim Thomas.
Darius, you broke double figures scoring in 3 of your first 24 games this season. You've done it 3 times in the past 5. What's changed for you over this past stretch that's enabled you to become kind of one of this team's leading scorers?
I mean, it sounds repetitive, but honestly, it's just me just trying to be as aggressive as possible. Because when I'm on the floor and I'm giving up shots or defensively I'm not as aggressive, it's not positive for the team. So what I'm meant to do when I'm on the floor is shoot the ball, guard, and just make smart plays. And being aggressive is the way I can do that.
Last question for Chris Arvin.
Sean, this is going to be for you. I noticed and maybe this was kind of just the timing of the game, but right after that double technical, it seemed like Miami did a lot of plays through more, and your defense just ramped up even more. Was that just your confidence and where you've come on the defensive end? Were you trying to get in his head and get another technical on him, get him out of there? What was kind of your mindset that last time after things got pretty heated?
I wasn't really thinking about getting him another technical. It was more just like trying to stay in front of him and prevent him from scoring. So I knew, especially on the last play, that they were going to try to go through him. So I was just going to stay on his right hand and do the best I could to stop him.
Yeah, I asked a couple weeks ago. You guys are talking about it more, comfort, confidence, things like that. But coach talked about it earlier in the year. Defense and kind of rotations, knowing where you were at, was one of the reasons you're not there. You both make two of the biggest defensive plays of the game today. What do you think it is about that? Do you just think it's more minutes? Do you think how the team has kind of rallied to come together? Y'all have made some huge plays throughout this run, but specifically today.
I think it's just learning from your mistakes. I've had a couple games this year where late in the game I've like missed a defensive rotation, and the coaches have been good on getting on to me about that. So today, especially late, I was just kind of focused on like doing your job and guarding your man and not trying to overhelp or over rotate.